This is where you're able to see playback and stuff. There's Zappy walking in after I'd set up the camera. Alright, so today I'm back. IMVision Soothe 3 video monitoring system. Now this is the review video. I've been playing with this thing, using it for about a week. So I'm going to show you some of the features that I found and let you know what that I think. Before we start the review, of course, make sure you click that like button for me, click subscribe, and check out indulgeclothing.com if you want to grab some of the merch. Now let's review this thing. Let's get camera out of the way. So when you're on your tablet here, use your directional pad to pick stuff. If you go to cameras, this is where you can switch between your cameras if you have multiple cameras. So you'd click here and then you'd plug up another camera and then you'd be able to attach that camera to this tablet. Alright, so some of the cool features, since we're done with the camera right now, we're going to unplug it so it's not echoing while I'm trying to do this in the kitchen. So some of the features of the tablet, of course, is this antenna. As I'll show you right here, the range on this thing seems to be pretty great. And so just to kind of show you, there's my signal, 3 out of 4 bars, which I think is pretty good. I'm all the way upstairs. I'm on the 2nd level. The kitchen area is right here, basically below the shark. So that's where the camera is, directly underneath us. I have 3 out of 4 bars is pretty good. So let's walk a ways away from here because, like I said, it's right over here. Let's go into this room and get on the opposite side. Look at that. We still have 3 out of 4. And it's over like in that corner on the lower level in the kitchen. So that's some really good signal strength. If you have a multi-story house, I don't think you'll have an issue using this. And it also is not on my Wi-Fi. It's only talking to each other directly through the proprietary connection of the baby monitor. The monitor's there. We're gonna take this out to the mailbox. So we're finally down to 2 bars, all the way like in my driveway here. It's a good ways to the other side. So this thing has some really good signal strength. And you also have a little kickstand on the back. Bada bing. I showed you cameras. Now if you go to feeding, this is where that you can set feeding times to remind you. 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. And you can tell them repeat always or repeat once. So that way every 2.5 hours this thing will go off and remind you to feed your kid. So this is the set sensitivity for sound detection. So depending on what you set this on, you will get alerts if there is noises from your child's room. So notice that this Vox button, if this was enabled, you got a little alarm noise anytime that there was a sound. So you just press that button to turn that off. That got pretty annoying pretty quick. Now temperature alarm, you can set this and then it'll tell you a normal temperature range. So if it gets colder than 64 or hotter than 86, we'll now get an alarm for this. Pretty nice little feature. Display, so this is a sleep timer, 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute, the sleep timer for this device. Recording, so record by monitor and record by camera. And because of the 64 gig SD card I put in here, it tells me I get approximately 156 hours of record time if I just have this setting here, plugged in, charging, recording all the time. This is where you're able to see playback and stuff. There's Zappy walking in after I'd set up the camera. These are system settings, date and time, language, factory reset, memory card, version information. And that's really about it. Let's plug the camera back up real quick and check out this music. One other little note here about the recording is, as you see, you can't go down here to cameras to record by camera because these cameras do not have SD cards on them, but the monitor itself has the SD card which records it at 480p. So another little detail there on the recording. This will not record 24/7 everything that happens, just the events here. So you can see in the events, I can look back through and certain things that happened, it triggered and created a video for whatever reason. Whether it heard something, saw something, etc. So let's go up to our music and let's pick a lullaby. Lullaby 3. It is. Look at this. It's a little loud from that, but it is working. Let me hold on. I'm gonna take this and put it on this. Let's go to a different lullaby. This lullaby. That would be very soothing to a baby. Not really loud. Good job. To turn these off, you do have to go back over here to off. But there's 8 different songs in here. 4 soothing songs and 4 lullabies. Nice. I think that'll do it. There's a couple additions. I tried to test the mic from upstairs to the camera down here, so it would sound like if you're using the monitor to talking to the mic on the monitor, and the sound that would come out of the actual camera that the child would hear.
This is a mic test from the Heinvision Soothe 3.
And then this is what it sounds like when you're on the monitor side and there's, you know, video and audio coming back to you from the child's room. Very confusing to explain. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this. We're going to go down. I'm going to make sure the volume's turned up on this. Looks like it is. Volume's all the way up. I'm going to go down and give us a mic and video test.
So this is basically what it would sound like if someone was in the room talking to one of these. Pretty clear, I think.
Alright, well I think that will do it for the Heinvision Soothe 3 video monitoring system review. I wonder, what do I think about this? To be honest, it's the only baby monitor I've ever used. But I've seen other people use baby monitors and they were not this feature rich. They didn't have feeding timers, they didn't have lullaby songs, they couldn't rotate 360 degrees and look up and down. And also, this is what it sounds like when you're moving this thing around. It even rotates 360 degrees, and as you'll hear here, you could hear here. You don't even really hear this thing moving at all.
Full 360-degree rotation there.
So for my review of this thing, I think that it's well worth the $90 for the monitor and the 1 camera. And if you need more than 1 camera, you can have up to 4 cameras on this thing. So if you have 4 different bedrooms with 4 different kids, you can put 1 camera in each room and view them all from 1 tablet. Now you could also get more tablets and have 8 cameras, whatever you want to do. I think this is a really solid product, and I'm going to be holding on to this until we have a little one, when we need a baby monitor, and we're going to have one already. So I think that will do it for this video. If you can, click that like button for me, click subscribe to check out what else we're doing, and make sure you check out indulgeclothing.com to grab some of the merch. And so we'll see you in the next video. Deuces.